Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to unlock the power of your subconscious mind. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are on Christmas Eve in Park City, Utah with another big video. The question came up again about the subconscious mind, subconscious programs. This particular create a feeling that the programs, that they need to impress that subconscious, that there's something interfering with their manifestations. Well, there's truth to all of that, but remember, it's the truth according to your assumptions. I want to talk about this like we never have before. So remember, let's start here. There's one intelligent universal mind. The idea of the subconscious, the conscious mind, the superconsciousness. These are all ideas of different aspects of the mind, but it's one mind. That's important because that's where all your power comes from. If the mind was split up into separate parts, that would mean there would be separation. That would mean that you wouldn't have all that power flowing to you and through you and as you. So remember, your assumed identity within that one I am story is what we call or what we refer to as the subconscious mind. But it's not, remember, it's not out of reach. You're telling that story in every moment. You're believing that as the truth of who you are. And to such an extent that you believe it's the truth of your reality that you don't question it anymore. That's what they mean by subconscious, below your awareness, but it's not out of your awareness. Remember, and there you have, here in the middle, you as the center of that subconscious mind, that great consciousness, that great I am, is your unique, personalized, individualized expression or impression of that one conscious mind. You are in every moment impressing and expressing your subconscious or that great consciousness. It's never out of reach. Every moment you're telling the story. So one self-aware conscious mind that they call the Father. But you're the center of all of it. You're one with it. Remember, I and the Father are one. The Father is greater than I, yes, but I'm one with it. I'm not separate from it. Right? And remember what the aspect of that great subconscious is, or that great conscious mind. It's impersonal and it's deductive. Impersonal doesn't mean not caring or not that it doesn't care. It means that it doesn't see or is not aware of itself as a separate limited personality or a separate limited mind. Right? Remember, there are no finite minds. You create an experience of a finite mind through your personalized focus, your individualized focus, but there are no finite minds. There's only one mind, and you're an expression of that. You're an individualized essence or expression of that we call a finite mind. But there's no separation. So the impersonal doesn't mean it doesn't care, that there's no love there. It means that it doesn't see it as itself as a separate, limited personality. It's a great personality. It's the personality of God. It's love. It's the greatest love story ever told. Deductive means it doesn't question the truth or the possibility of whatever you command. It's deductive. It accepts it all because it only knows truth. It only knows itself as one reality, as the truth. So you get to decide what your truth is, what your awareness is on. Sub simply means under or below or subject to your conscious expression or impression as the center or the seat of that one divine mind. It's getting a little chilly. I'm a little numb here. So it means sub or under or below or subject to you. Subject to you, below you. Do you see this? This is powerful. You are making the impression. You are making the expression in every moment. You're all of it. So let's talk about this. So subconscious doesn't mean hidden, unaware, or unconscious. It's none of that. It simply means the story of who and what you believe and assume your truth to be, the truth of you and your reality. That story, but it's not separate. It's just your story. Do you see that green there? Right? So much so that you don't even question it. Right? It feels automatic. It's the same consciousness that runs your body and it beats your heart and pumps your blood without you ever having to worry about it or question it. It's the same power. And you assume who and what you are. There are no separation. Remember, the impersonal nature means there's no separation. It's the personality of God. That's what you are. It just means that it doesn't see itself as limited. It is that deductive and impersonal identity below, but subject to your conscious, physically focused personality. Yes, it's below your awareness, but it's subject to your conscious personality, that deductive and impersonal mind. And remember, I brought up in a few videos now, Deep Space Nine Emissary, this Star Trek episode where these light beings, these light beings are communicating with Commander Sisko. Commander Sisko keeps bringing himself back to when his ship got attacked and his wife died. He keeps going back to that thought, that image of reality. And he blames the light, right? Think of the light as your greater consciousness, the Father. You one with it. What's the point of bringing me back to this? Sisko, remember, that's like you saying that to your subconscious or your subconscious past. Why do I keep returning to these past patterns and things in my life that I don't desire? What's the point to bring me back to this? He says to the light. Watch that episode. You can Google It's Not Linear, Deep Space Nine Emissary, and you'll see that episode, right? That part. It's just a few minutes long. I've talked about it before. But what's the point of bringing me back here? He keeps going back to that white, when he's within the light, right? With the light beings, he goes back and sees things within his consciousness. But what do they say to him? You exist here. We don't take you anywhere. You bring us here. In other words, it's not your subconscious running your life. You're running your life. You have command over that greater consciousness. Why are you bringing yourself there over and over again? This is powerful today. Like Commander Sisko, you blame your subconscious past or others or the world or manifesting techniques or coaches or YouTube channels that don't work for the unwanted circumstances that seem to keep appearing. Yet we keep declaring it doesn't work. I don't like my life. You keep creating that. You keep identifying with that same old identity. What's the light say to Sisko? We don't bring you here. You bring us here. You exist here. In other words, it's not linear, where you can exist anywhere. Remember, you exist everywhere in all possibilities. Why not decide to focus on the ones that bring you joy and love? Right? It's deductive and impersonal. It's one mind. So it's not that the light brings you there. You get to decide that. You are the power. It listens to you. It's that one power, your inner story of what you assume is your truth of reality. That's what you're experiencing. What's Sisko say to the light? Then give me the power to lead you somewhere else, anywhere else. Now he's fighting with his own, like we do. We fight with our own consciousness. Right? That personal one deductive mind. The light, the great consciousness, the intelligent mind is all power. But you're the operant power. They don't bring you anywhere. You're the power. Right? You already have the power. It's always been with you, like in Wizard of Oz. Dorothy always had the power. The light to Sisko, the truth bomb. This was the truth bomb from the light. We can't give you what you deny yourself. Look for solutions within, Commander. In other words, as a point of consciousness, we use it to focus outward, when really that's just to create the physical experience. But it's not to identify with it as who you are. You identify who you are within. But if you say you exist here, you exist everywhere in all of that consciousness, not just there. Look for solutions within, not in the changing appearances, not in the changing thoughts and feelings, not in the changing circumstances that seem out there. Be more like your source, impersonal, not a separate personality that from all that is or all that you are. It doesn't identify with those changing thoughts and feelings. It's impersonal. It doesn't identify as those changing thoughts and feelings, those changing appearances. It doesn't see it separate from anything. It knows remember, it's included as it, all of it. It sees itself as all that is. Not just the negative thoughts and feelings and negative appearances. It sees itself as, it integrates all of it. You're not separate from any of it. So now your conscious commands and assumptions, your new story become natural when you take on those aspects of that deductive nature of source, right? That idea that it's impersonal, meaning you're not separate from anything. And that whatever you command is your reality. That's powerful. Now you're creating. Now your conscious commands and assumptions, your new story, become natural and take on the nature of your source, that impersonal and deductive source that you are, as you rearrange your entire life experience. That's why in Scripture said, but who do you say that I am? Not those changing thoughts and feelings. There you are. Do you see it? That's just a neighborhood. That's subconscious, but it's not separate from anything. You get to change that story in every moment. Look at here. That linear experience right here, that physical you is all of it. It's not just some of it. You get to command it all here from this frame, from this reality. From this very Christmas Eve, you get to decide it. Enjoy your physicality. Don't try to ignore 3D reality, run away from it. Stand in it, knowing that it's all changing. According to you decide what your programs are. You decide what your reality is. You integrate all of it. That's how to unlock the power of your subconscious mind. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, the ambassadors at facebook.com/group/Be Something Wonderful. Joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere on social media at Tom Kearin at Be Something Wonderful, and for being part of the membership channel. We just had a powerful live stream. We have another one scheduled in January. We have more content coming. Creators, with great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude, happy Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas here from Park City. Happy holidays. We have more content coming. Until next time, this is Tom Kearin here. Check it out. See you soon.